Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled Clubs Charge Women More for Not Wearing Heels. Let's get right into it.
For real though, clubbing in NYC is so washed. Everybody's so damn money hungry, down to the promoters, the bouncers, like the bartenders. Like everybody just be pulling prices out they ass. Like where'd you get that from? And nobody really be having fun for real. Everybody be stuck up in their section. Like, do y'all even want to be outside? Why did y'all spend money to come outside just to act mad stush? That's so weird to me. This past weekend I went out, right? I was in Astoria, Queens. I went to Stilettos. This girl I know was having a hosting, so I popped out, right? Let me give y'all a backstory real quick before y'all be on my, yeah. So my ID's expired. It just expired on my birthday, but I already put in an application to get a real ID. I'm just waiting for an appointment, and there's no appointments till September. So every time I go out, I be giving the backstory to people because they be acting like, but they still let me rock. They still let me in. So we get to Stilettos or whatever. He like, oh, it's $20 if you don't, if your ID's expired. I'm like, what? But you're seeing my ID. You're seeing I'm 22. Like, what? And then my friend, on the other hand, she had another situation with her ID. They like, oh, it's 40 for her. So 60 for the both of us, and it's 3 of us, whatever. So we pay the 60, we get in, right? Then they like, oh, do you have a ticket? Mind you, my friend sent me a link where it was like ladies free before this time, and you got to get like a ticket for that. You got to RSVP for the ladies free, but it was sold out. How you put up a ladies free and then it's sold out? Like, that makes no sense. So I couldn't get the ticket. So they're like, oh yeah, you got to pay extra money at the door. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I just paid 60 to get in. Now I got to pay extra money to get in some more? No. So we left, right? We ended up going to Agenda. Cool. Because this other guy, I know he had a section there. So he like pull up to my section. We get to Agenda. There's no fee like at the door. But then once we get in, they're like, oh, it's $20 if you're not wearing heels. Bro, what? Like, y'all not Miami. Y'all not the Yams. Like, who do y'all think y'all are? Just for us to get in there, the bottle girls don't even be putting on a show for real. They be coming out like, they just be OD me mugging. Like, damn, am I bothering you? Like, do you want to be handing out bottles? Like, can you at least do a little twerk? Can you at least, like, pop a little smile, something? Like,
No, they can't. You got to understand this, right? Clubs are getting expensive since men left. Men are no longer going to clubs, so now they got to charge you for everything. If your ID is expired, that's $20, right? If you just a girl just fugly, she gonna charge her $40. It's like random stuff, right? These girls spent $60 and didn't even get into the club. Now, I think it's very funny that ladies are free unless they RSVP, okay? Ladies are free unless they RSVP. It wasn't like that. Things are changing. Club culture is different now. Men are not going to clubs now, so they got to make money somehow, okay? They got to tax you girls more because a lot of y'all not buying bottles. Now, this pink, purple, teal hair girl, I'm saying purple, it's not pink or whatever, but the teal hair girl, I thought was very interesting, so I wanted to see another video. Take a look.
I cannot stand people who are always the victim. In every situation, in every scenario, they don't ever see themselves as the aggressor, the problem starter, or anything like that. They are always the victim. People are always doing them dirty. They never take accountability, and people like that are so like emotionally draining. It doesn't even matter if it's a friendship or a relationship. Both are terrible, because in a friendship, I can't deal with people like that. Every day you're a victim and you gotta come tell me a soppy, sad story. Like, what's going on? What are you doing to people at this point? At this point, I'm worried for them. Do I need to protect them from you? Because what is going on? How can you not see your faults? Like, I feel like I'm such a like emotionally aware person. Like, I be knowing a lot. Just because I'm like a little bit delusional, I'm delusional by choice, okay? Like, I know everything I should be doing, but I'm doing shit for the plot, even though I shouldn't be doing shit for the plot. But like,
Wait. Did she say she's emotionally mature, but she's also like willfully delusional? I told you this girl's interesting. It wasn't just a teal hair. That dye is getting in through her skin into her brain, man. I'm telling you, nowadays, women are cooked. Okay, I feel for the young guys right now. I feel for the young boys. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
In my 30s, when I say I want to go out, I mean get dressed up, meet up with my friends at a nice restaurant, order lots of appetizers for the table, sip on a few cocktails, have a good conversation, take lots of pictures, and then be back home by or before 11 o'clock. In my
Damn. She's out of there, right? She just wants to take a few pictures for the gram, get drunk, eat, and she's out. Like, I'm telling you right now, nobody is coming together. Nobody. And that's why I meet a lot of single girls on Hinge and dating apps. I'm like, yo, there's a lot of single girls on Hinge. Like, every day I'm getting 3-4 matches. And if you want some help with that, send me a DM on Instagram. I can help you. I'm coming out with a course. Because Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Since a lot of dudes are struggling with women, I guess it's more for me. Anyway, here's a girl that's pissed that she's single. Take a look.
I recently turned 30 and I don't have a man. I don't have a man. I don't have a maybe, possible, nothing. I don't have any of that. And I'd be lying if I was to tell you that since I turned 30, I don't think about it. I do think about it. Maybe not as often, you know, but like I would get these random thoughts like, damn, I'm 30. Who I'm going up with? I think I just have to continue working on myself, my relationship with God, and just really trusting in God and putting all my faith in Him, because I don't know who is my man. And I know it's not for me to know, but you know, I get a little curious sometimes. I don't know, anybody else in their 30s feel this way or like have felt this way? I don't know, let me know.
Every girl in her 30s feels this way. In fact, the way you feel, a girl at 37, 38, 39, they feel the same way. And they got the same solution. Work on myself, okay? Work on myself. Instead of run like crazy and the next man you see, make him your boyfriend. Instead of that, work on yourself. And by the way, a lot of times y'all be working on yourself and y'all never improve. How y'all been working on yourself for the last decade and y'all still shitty? You still crappy, okay? And I be meeting girls like this on dating apps. I'm like, yo, why is this girl so thirsty? She's so desperate. The minute you come in contact with them, they latch their hands onto you, okay? They're okay. They don't mind that you're talking to other girls. They don't mind, okay? They're glad to get some attention. I'm telling you, it's wild out here. It is wild. Anyway, there are some girls that are regretting having kids. Can you imagine? Oh my God, take a look.
I ain't gonna lie, this I regret having kids trend is crazy to me because it's mostly y'all with multiple kids. Like, I just feel like, how many kids did it take for you to realize you really didn't want a mama that hard? Like, and for you to get up on here and do a trend, I just really hope like some of this stuff that y'all doing, y'all kids never see it. Like when y'all be making them videos of y'all gender reveal, and when the gender not what y'all want it to be, do I have a booger? And when the gender reveal not what y'all want it to be, y'all get like mad as fuck. Y'all kids is really gonna know that y'all did not want their ass, or gonna feel like it. Like, I don't think y'all be thinking or something. I don't know. But it's just crazy to me.
No, they're not thinking. A lot of them are not thinking. You know, they weren't thinking the day they conceived a child, right? They just let Pookie or Ray Ray shoot up the club, and now they're trying to understand, hey, why is nobody taking care of my child? Why am I a single mom? Why am I all by myself? I regret having this kid. You know, it's easy to regret having a kid when you have a child out of wedlock. But if you have a child that you planned, right? Like that, like remember that company? It's called Planned Parenthood, where nobody actually plans. They go to Planned Parenthood because the parenthood was unplanned. Well, I look at this and I think to myself, that's the exact issue. We need to plan these things. We need to plan these things. And guess what? The kids will still see it. The kids will see that their mama didn't want them. That at the gender reveal, when it came out blue, they're pissed. That their mom's a feminist. They're going to know this stuff. And it's crazy that this is a trend. This is a trend. Regret having kids is a trend. I might do a video on it. Let me know if you want me to do a video on women who regret having kids. Anyway, they thought this was interesting as well. Take a look. This guy says, men who date single moms. And I'm going to put a question mark there. Take a look.
Men who date single moms are super interesting to me. let's say you have a man in his 20s, 30s, 40s. Let's say he's in good shape, decent looking guy, has a stable job or career. You're out here as a grown man in the dating place. You could go to a bar, lounge, nightclub. You could go to Whole Foods, farmer's market. You could download dating apps, which I don't recommend. There are 50% at least of the population are women. A certain percentage of those women have children. Some in relationships, marriages, some single moms. Of all the women that you could choose to date and spend your time, energy, resources, efforts on, you choose a single mother. Now, for a second, let's ignore the obvious red flags of the fact that a woman chose to have kids with a man that she's not in an active relationship with, raising the kids. Let's ignore that. Okay, single mom. Well, how'd you meet her? She was out. More than likely, you didn't meet her at a grocery store because people don't really do that. You probably met her out at a bar, lounge. She was probably drinking. So there's a level of neglect going on there. You know, what are her priorities really if she's out living her social life with a child? Probably doesn't have the income she needs to actually provide a great life for the child. And probably there's a discontented relationship between herself and the child's father. Let's ignore all that. Okay, so you meet a woman, she has a kid, okay, cool. All right, what's your plan? You're gonna date her, go on a couple of dates, y'all get sexually involved, okay, cool. You get to know her, you have chemistry, compatibility, you enjoy being around her. And then, you know, hey, you wanna go to her place, you want her to come to your place. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll come to your place, or you can come over to my place. Let me call my mom or a babysitter to watch the kid. And then you're just like, oh, okay, cool, let me know if that works. All right, works out, cool. So you go over to her place, kids, clothing and toys are over there, whatever. You make some dinner, have some wine together, have a beer together.
Yeah, I'm not doing none of that. He's thinking deeply into it. I'm not doing it. If guys want to date single moms, go right ahead. Go right ahead. I know a lot of men are on a moral high ground. Well, you know, she didn't know and she deserves a second chance. And if you want to be charity, then go ahead. Donate yourself to a single mom. I know a guy, okay? I know a couple guys that marry single moms, okay? White guys, by the way. I don't know any black guys, but I know white guys that marry single moms. And what I get from the reason why they did it, one, is because some of them, like that single mom was the hottest girl they probably have ever dated. Okay, me personally, even if I see a girl and she's hot and she's a single mom, I automatically deduct points. That's just the way I am. All right, I automatically deduct, like if you're an 8 and you're a single mom, you automatically are a 4. Right, you're below average for me, because for me, an average girl has no kids. That's just me. But some men, you know, if a girl's hot and she just happens to have kids, they don't care. Okay, like I said, moral high ground. It doesn't bother them. Some men don't even want kids, so if they date a girl that has kids, it's cool with them. And other men, I think it's their mama. It's their mama's fault. Their mom raised them to be good little beta males. One that put women first, they're chivalrous, that open every door. They put a girl on a pedestal. They worship women. Okay, moms start to raise these beta males to treat women the way they wish their daddy treated them. That's exactly how it is. But they don't realize is if their daddy treated them the way the beta male they raised their son to be treated them, they wouldn't have that beta male son. He wouldn't exist. The reason why they procreated with that guy is because he didn't treat you like that. And that's the dichotomy that women don't understand, is that they say one thing, they do another, because what they think would actually work for them won't work for them. So they set themselves up for failure. It's a sad thing, but it happens all the time. Anyway, here's another girl talking about going out in her 30s and clubbing. It's just not the same. I agree with her, but take a look. Hey, listen up, Safe Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly. You just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
So y'all, I see what they mean when they say going out in your 30s is a no. So I went out yesterday and I really went out for happy hour. So I went to like a nice little restaurant or whatever. They had a happy hour. I enjoyed some drinks. Ran into a homeboy of mine there. We was having good conversation. Enjoyed a little bit of food because that's my type of going out. Well, they ended up trying to talk to the little girls that was sitting next to us, and which were in their 20s, because they were there. They were in town for a birthday. So the girl had just turned 22 and they want to go to another lounge club situation. Y'all, why when we make it to the little lounge club situation, it's kids in here. Like, they are, I think, a good 26 and below, maybe 21 and 26 to 26 was in there.
That's not kids. It's so funny to me that women, when they say women mature faster, what they really should say that women age faster as well, because when they're in their 30s, they start acting like grandmas. Oh, my bones hurt. Oh, I got arthritis. Oh, I can't go up the stairs. I got to go to bed early because I got no energy. And then y'all wonder why we don't want to date y'all. Of course I don't want to date someone acting like a grandma in their 30s. Listen, me, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm in the best shape of my life. The best shape of my life. And I'm 37. I worked hard on this body the last 5 years. The minute we went into lockdown, I said to myself, I don't got the excuse. I don't have no time to work out. And I started working out and I never looked back. And I'm glad. I put on 30 pounds of muscle and people like, oh, you look so scrawny. You look so skinny. Oh, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Go to my Instagram. Go to my Instagram. I'm tired of telling people, go to my Instagram. You're going to see my Instagram link is in the description. You can see the link. Go to my Instagram. You will see. Okay, I look slimmer on camera. I know most people look bigger on camera. I look slimmer. But my point is that I want the exact same thing from a woman. I want a woman to be walking into her stride. She's the best she's ever looked her entire life. And more healthier, have more energy. But a lot of these women who focus on having a good time and drinking and eating junk food, now guess what? They become the junk. They become the junk. They become as poor as their diet. Me? Forget about it, yo. And this is why, like, I gotta go younger. And women don't understand that. They're so mad. Oh, you can't get a girl your age. I can, but I can't get her to keep up. I can't get her to keep up. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
What's your favorite childhood memory? So those are great questions. But how do you all feel about a question like, what do you want me to feel when I'm with you? What kind of things do you think would come up if you asked him this? If he says an answer, you hold him to that standard. But it's the fact that you ask this question that makes him say, oh, I've never had anyone even connect with me in that way to even ask me something like this. So now he's literally thinking about you all day, because that energetic exchange, you could say this as a text message, you could say this over the phone, you could say this in a voice note. The fact that you asked is what will make him start to become very curious about you. Or how about,
that is the dumbest question I've ever heard. If a girl asks me, what do you expect me to feel when I'm around you? What do you expect me to feel? I expect you to feel this dick. I expect you to feel these back shots. You know what I'm saying? What do I expect you to feel? And guess what? I would say that. I would say that. On a day, ask me on a date. If you girls are goofy enough, ask me on a date, what do I expect you to feel? I expect you to feel my thumb up your ass. That's what I expect you to feel. What the hell? What are you doing? And this girl thought this was so deep. Girls in the comments, I'm not going to show you all the comments, but this girl in the comments says, do we ask this before the date or after the date? What? You think this is real dating advice? On the video it says, if you want him to crave you, ask him those questions, these questions. Not what are you looking for? Ladies, you're not going to understand a man by questioning him a lot. This is where a woman F up. I know you guys fall in love with your ears. I know you're so easy to manipulate because you judge a man by what he says, not what he does. But let me tell you something. The way I want you to feel has nothing to do with the quality of man I am. I'm going to be real with you. Okay? I could be a goofy man and try to come up with something that sounds so prestigious, sounds so like on some moral high ground, and oh my God, like I want you to feel like you're taken care of, and you don't gotta want for nothing. You feel safe, and all this goofy shit that never gets any man laid. They seen it in some Disney movie. It's some romantic bullshit that makes them look like a pussy little bitch. Instead, I'm gonna tell you that instead of trying to like convince you of how I want you to feel, I'm gonna make you feel a certain way on that date by joking with you, teasing your goofy ass. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to tell you how you're gonna feel in the future, I'm gonna make you feel something right now. Right now, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna make you feel like that question was stupid as hell. That's what I'm gonna make you feel, and I'm gonna have a good time with it. So yes, please throw that question to me. I'll love to smack that shit right back to y'all. Anyway, here's a woman who says she's ashamed and like having a kid or something, and she doesn't like being a mom, and it's a lot of stuff, man. Take a look.
I am not ashamed to admit this, but my husband and I are not getting along right now. And I feel like there's this fear of judgment for talking about marital troubles once you have a baby, because you don't want to give off this aura that there's something wrong with your marriage. But then what happens is that new parents suffer in silence, and they think that there's something wrong with them and there's something wrong with their marriage in comparison to all these other first-time parents that seemingly have no issues. But let me normalize this, because every person that I've spoken to that has a young child has at one point or another gone through a phase where they are not getting along with their significant other. And that's not to say I don't love my husband. I love my husband more than anything in the world. We're just not getting along right now. Let me tell you why. We both have very stressful jobs. We are raising a 14-month-old toddler who is very demanding of our attention. She is also teething, so she is not sleeping. On top of the teething, she is not eating because she is teething. And I know that he's frustrated with me with the way that I respond to the stressors in our life, and I'm frustrated with him because I feel like I'm carrying a bigger load than he is. Here's the thing. This is the thing that I don't want.
Stop right there. Stop right there. This is what pisses me off about women. Women swear their life is so much harder than men. It couldn't be further from the truth. What the fuck are you talking about? Respectfully, ladies, I want you to understand it. What the fuck are you talking about? Women walk around acting like it's so hard to be a woman. Oh my God, we're on the battlefield. We're slaying the enemy. We're on top of the electricity line, fixing electricity. We're building the roads. We're building the buildings. We're building the bridges. Our life is so hard. It would be a lot easier if we're at home changing Pampers, kissing babies, watching babies cry. Our life would be so much easier because that's exactly what men do, right? Wrong. That's what you do. It frustrates me that women think that the world that exists in America, especially in America, anyone could have done it. Any fool could have done it. Men don't deserve any extra credit for it. Men can work 60, 70, 80 hours a week. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that 1 out of every 100 hours that there's a construction worker, for total construction worker hours, a construction worker dies. It doesn't matter about that. It doesn't matter because it's an easy job. What's hard is listening to a baby cry. That's what's hard about life. You do not understand how privileged you are. Oh, I walked around 9 months. Oh, my belly was out here. I was pregnant. Oh my God, it's the hardest thing in the world. Let me tell you something. There's dudes I know that got a belly like that for the last 20 years. The last 20 years they've been carrying that baby around. Food babies, okay? At least your baby comes out. I'm saying this because those same men will be up the ladder fixing the electricity lines. 9 months pregnant. Women, stop thinking that men's life is so easy because we don't deal with periods, tampons, postpartum, monthly cycles. These things are inconveniences for you. I get it. They're inconvenience for you. But guess what? Who invented the tampons? Who invented the birth control? Men invented everything to make your lives easier, and you think you guys are having it harder than us. A little appreciation would go far. I'm just saying, a little bit of appreciation would go far. You're mad at your husband because you think your life is so much harder than his. But guess what? You don't have to be dealing with you. You don't realize that dealing with you makes his life insufferable. Unbelievable, y'all. Unbelievable. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting about wives. Take a look.
Some of the Jaguar players are going viral because of their wives being non-black. And there was a whole comment section full of black women triggered and upset because these men have non-black wives. And one of the comments that stuck out to me was a black woman in the comment section bringing up the fact that these men have black mothers. And then I seen a comment from a black man who said, yeah, that's the reason why a lot of us don't want to date black women. I don't know why anytime a man don't want to date a particular type of woman, whether it be her size, her complexion, her race, that you always got to refer back to his mama. What man is out here trying to date his mama? Like, what sense does that even make? None at all, right? I don't even know why y'all even use this in the argument. It's the stupidest rebuttal I've ever heard before in my life. Nobody is trying to date their mama. That's disgusting. Like, just imagine a dude looking at his mama like, dang, my mama fine. I'm about to go out here and find somebody look just like her because she just so fine. I want a woman that look just like my mama. So when I'm laying up and sleeping with her, I can think of my mama while I'm doing it. Nobody's doing that, weirdo.
I know y'all always run to the incest claim, right? Why y'all always run to, like, bro, nobody wants to be dating a girl and low-key thinking about their mom. I want to date someone just like my mom. See, a lot of y'all want beta men that were son husbands, and y'all think that should be the norm because a lot of y'all single moms have son husbands. And so you think to yourself, oh, how can you want to date someone like your mom? Because you hope that your son wants to date somebody like you. No, he don't want to date somebody like you. You goofy. You don't got no man. You know what I'm saying? You masculine as hell. He don't want to date nobody like you. A lot of these people that are professional athletes, yes, shout out to their mama. Okay, shout out to their mama. She did the best she could. Okay, respectful. I get that. But you done traumatized that little boy so much, he wants to date white women. And here's the part that's even more interesting than that. He can. He can. I just did a video about a girl who was found in a body bag inside of a white man's house, in his walls. And a lot of people are speculating that she was selling the kitty. Because if you look at the girl, rest in peace, okay? I ain't going to mention her name, but rest in peace to the girl. But if you look at the girl and you look at the guy, they don't look like a match. So people were saying, and the news report is saying, oh, they met on a dating app. Yeah, which one? The sugar daddy app? Which dating app? It doesn't make any sense. I'm saying this to say that because when women divest from black culture, it's they're rising up, they're getting better. But when black men do, oh yeah, what about your mama? What about your daddy? You ain't thinking about some sexy stuff when you talking about hooking up with a man. You don't think about your daddy? What kind of weird, goofy incest fetish is this? It's weird. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.